Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon for the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Welcome to the Friday morning show. We made it to the end of the week. Kinda, sort of. Yeah, we've still got like a few more hours before Friday finishes. Makes sense. But anyway, guys, yeah, welcome back on the Cannon for TV for this Friday morning show. We've got 3 segmented live news. That's it, right? 3 segmented live news coming right back at you on this Friday morning. There's something about a comeback from the manager of Arsenal. Some comeback words, man. Yeah, some news about the bad boy of Arsenal loaned out, and some other bits and pieces kind of sandwiching in between that as well. So that's the Friday morning show right back at you. Remember, there's no easy talk. There's no easy talk later on this evening. We're taking a break. We'll be back next week. It's more to do with the fact that literally we're back in action on Monday. Next week, Monday, Crystal Palace. Remember? Yeah, another Arsenal legend. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into this one on the other side of this music intro. 3 segmented live news right back here. I know. Yes, indeedy. Welcome back to Cannon for the channel. Arsenal fans all over this one. What happened there? So, guys, I've got to apologise about it. I don't know what's going on there. I've got to say, actually, have I missed the football? No, I haven't missed the football. I haven't missed the football. No, I haven't. I mean, even the internationals, I don't watch the internationals unless it's Colombia involved, not so much England. But I forget about that. You know, what you can do, subscribe. That's all you have to do. Just subscribe, help us grow organically in somewhere in cyberspace. But yeah, like I said, man, I haven't really missed the football. I know we're back in action, you know, on Monday. The international break, for me, it didn't make any real impact on my life. My life will continue with or without football. You know, it's just the way it is. But yeah, I'm not sure how you guys feel. Have you guys missed Premier League action? Have you missed the Premier League action? I think you probably have, haven't you? As well as the transfer season. I tell you, transfer season, man. You guys are absolutely crazy just trying to find any piece of transfer news. Yeah, I'm not going to call it transfer news anymore. I'm going to call it speculation news, where you know speculate. Yeah, let's speculate. Let's see if we can speculate on this player. It's going to be a link to Arsenal. Forget about transfer. Speculate. Speculate. Anyway, let's get into the first segment of live news. Talk about a comeback. Well, I saw Arteta's press conference. I kind of caught up with it earlier this morning. Mikel Arteta has hit back at Arsenal legend Thierry Henry ahead of the Gunners' clash with Crystal Palace. Now, this has come from the Sun newspaper. You read the title, Arteta hits back at Arsenal legend Thierry Henry. You think, oh my goodness, what did he say? What did Arteta say? Yes, listen, this is typical Sun newspaper. He didn't hit back. You know, I saw his press conference, but let me just read what this newspaper said here. Arteta, but he reserves praise for Arsenal fellow icon Patrick Vieira, who will take him on Monday. Former Gunner striker Henry questioned his old team following the 0-0 draw with Brighton, suggesting Arteta may not be the correct man for the club and saying the club are not going in the right direction. Now, he does not say that. Thierry Henry does not question whether Arteta is the right person. He just says that he was hoping after the Tottenham game, going away from home, we're going to be playing against a well-drilled team in Brighton, but I didn't see any composure on the ball. That's what he said. He did not say that Arteta is not the right person for taking Arsenal forward. I mean, no doubt you guys already got your thoughts on Arteta in or Arteta out and what the future holds, the process and whatever there. But Henry never said that Arteta is not the right person. He just said, listen, what I thought I was going to see, I didn't see. That's all he said there. And in regards to this report from the Sunday newspaper, Mikel Arteta hits back. Arsenal legend. He didn't hit back. again, what he says actually, when he was asked in his press conference, what he thought of Henry's comments, he says, I haven't heard of those comments. I've just heard from you. It's just another opinion, so you have to respect that. And is he hitting back? Now, Henry is not hitting back. He's just said what I said of the last 2 days. It's an opinion. Thierry Henry has the right to have his opinion. There's been some other comments I've read actually over the last 24 hours in regards to Thierry Henry's comments. People are saying, oh, but you've got to remember, Thierry Henry is flanked by Daniel Ek. So he has his own agenda. It's not an agenda. Listen, Henry has never said, as far as I'm aware, touch wood, he's never come out and said, Arteta is not the right person to take Arsenal forward. Has Henry ever said that? No, he hasn't. He's never said that. What he has said is about the ownership, not the managerial position. The ownership needs to come out. But you can't have a conversation with only one person. There has to be two people talking at the table about a takeover bid. But Henry's never mentioned anything about Arteta not being the right person for the job. And you've got to be very, very careful. Very, very careful when you read in certain news, from in whether it's in cyberspace or your local newspaper shop around the corner. The Sun newspaper, I think it hits back. Mikel Arteta did not hit back. Again, hit back gives the impression that he's not happy with the comments. He's angry that he didn't hit back. He just said, "Oh well, I haven't read the comments. I'm going to hear the comments from you now." And you have to respect what it is. What is it? It's just another opinion. That's all it is. The Sun newspaper. The Sun newspaper. Anyway, this one's got like a Mikel Arteta feel to it because all these were generated from his comments from the latest press conference. I'm not sure you can hear that. It sounds like this super jet just flying over the house. But anyway, Arteta responds to Guendouzi return to Arsenal after Marseille spell. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta was non-committal about the future of midfielder Matteo Guendouzi. The French youngster fell out with the manager last season and is presently on loan at Marseille League One. The all-action midfielder is enjoying a good season. That's true, actually, and causing a lot of trouble, leading to speculation that he may earn a first-team reprieve at Arsenal next season. Arteta told reporters, for right now, he's gone for the season. So it's a non-starter. I think he's having a really good spell at Marseille, and it's part of the plan we made with him. He's continued with his development and will make a decision at the end of the year. After the Frenchman had played his last game for the club, he added, I think you cannot say that about a player that is owned by the club. So I think that's a well-measured response given by Mikel Arteta. And I'm thinking, are we hearing a different Mikel Arteta, a little bit softer, a softer approach? Maybe, but he's right. You don't have to tell the media pack everything. I'm sure Arsenal will have a plan for Matteo Guendouzi at the end of the season. Whether it means he will not be coming back or whether he might still have a chance, it remains to be seen. You know how I feel. Unless Matteo Guendouzi can change his mindset, change his attitude, because I'm looking at the right picture. The picture on the right, for me, clouds everything else. Everything else. His attitude, his mindset hasn't been right. So again, a manager can only deal with so much behavior. You have to draw the line. You have to draw the line. And what it means for Matteo Guendouzi going forward, I have no idea. No idea. But that's something that we'll keep an eye on. There's so many stories we need to keep an eye on. But Matteo Guendouzi, I'll be very, very interested. But I'm thinking, Mikel Arteta, is this a softer Mikel Arteta? I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. And the last, again, is about the guy who has not scored any goals for Arsenal, but he scored 2 goals for his country, Ghana. But there's a bigger picture on this one. It's in regards to what happens when African Cup of Nations comes around. Mikel Arteta admits Arsenal could be forced to find Thomas Partey a replacement. it sounds quite severe, but it's not as severe as we thought. Arsenal are facing the prospect of losing both Thomas Partey and Mohamed Elneny in January, with two set to appear in a delayed African Cup of Nations. Mikel Arteta has admitted that Arsenal will need to find a solution to the looming midfielder problems in his squad. Listen, we know about Granit Xhaka. He's going to be out. He's going to be out best part of 3 months. And even in the press conference, he actually said, Granit Xhaka, we've said it's 3 months, but knowing Granit Xhaka, he's trying to get back within 2 months. But I don't think that's going to happen. It won't happen. But yes. I just get the feeling that it could be a change in attitude in regards to Mikel Arteta's approach. But I think it's easy. It's easy, when the pressure is not so much on you. The way we kind of finished off before the international break. So he's had that time to reflect. But the pressure is going to be back on him on Monday. Yeah, against Crystal Palace. Patrick Vieira, a never club legend. So we'll have to wait and see, man. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, those have been the 3 segmented live news segments on Cannon 4 TV on a Friday morning. And yeah, man, I'm just thinking that I will continue to read reports from certain, scandalous newspapers, outlets there, and I will hold them accountable. I'm thinking Arteta hits back at Thierry Henry. He doesn't hit back. He just says, actually, I've not heard any of the comments that you're talking about. I've just heard the comments from your mouth. And actually, Thierry Henry, it's only another opinion. That is all it is. It's just another opinion. Again, you've got to be very, very careful. Don't always feed into everything that you read and hear. Yeah, use the grey matter in between, your 2 ears. Let it swirl around. Don't rely on only one news source. And I said this for the longest time. Don't always rely on what we say, because sometimes we're just repeating what other news segments say. But I hold them accountable. Even so far as when we talk about players who have been linked to Arsenal. 99.9% of the time, I would say, actually, this is the most ridiculous player or news segment. This player linked to Arsenal, it's not going to happen. Go back and listen to the whole summer, me doing transfer news. You'll hear at the end, guys, what do you think? Put your comments in the box below. For me, actually, it's not going to happen. This player is not going to come to Arsenal. So, yeah, don't always believe everything that you read and you hear. Yeah, well, use different news segments or news outlets. Compare them. If it doesn't sound right, then usually it's not right. It's unbelievable or it's not believable. Yeah, use the grey matter in here. All right. So I think we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I know I can see there's a few comments in the live chat. Just a few. What's going on with these people? What's going on, people? Wake up! But yeah, man. Yeah. So that's it. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll go into the live chat and read a few comments we have in the live chat. I'm going to have something to drink. Yeah, I need to. My throat is a little bit dry. See you in a few moments. As part of the Cannon 4 TV experience and services, we're now extending out into additional online products such as voiceovers, thumbnail artwork designs, and video editing for small YouTubers who have less than 1,000 subscribers. Voiceovers. If you need voiceovers for short videos, 30-second adverts, stories, intros, and outros, then we can do this for you. Let us know the length of the voiceover and we will give you a polished audio file in less than no time. In addition to this, thumbnail artwork designs. As we pride ourselves on sharp HD thumbnail artwork designs, we can do this at a relatively low price. Send us your specifications and we'll produce eye-catching designs to attract subscribers and followers to your platform. And finally, video editing. We have a range of video editing techniques, special effects, and software to produce a polished end product for which you can be completed in the quickest time possible. Now, if you would like help and support getting your channel promoted and your subscriber count going, then send us an email at artworldpublic1@gmail.com. I repeat, artworldpublic1@gmail.com. We are here for you, for the Cannon 4 TV experience. What I'm going to do, we'll go into the live chat, although I could just notice that there are the comments are mainly from our moderators. So we'll give it some time to warm up. It's going to be a short show because I've got to be on another Zoom or a Zoom call in 30 minutes. So we'll run for another 20 minutes, actually even less than that. Give me some time to prepare myself, put on all my makeup. And maybe I know someone that actually does put on makeup. But anyway, I wanted to quickly just check into the poll, the latest poll that we did in preparation for the next game, which is on Monday against Crystal Palace. And the poll was in regards to Nicolas Pepe. Should we play him or not play him? So out of 860 votes, 1 comment and 29 likes. Again, guys, the numbers are absolutely astronomical. Thank you so very much for your support there and your continued voting on all the polls that we've done there. So 25% you believe that we should not play Nicolas Pepe, and of course 75% of you believe no, we need to play him. We need to play him. All right, let's go into the live chat and see who indeed is here with us. So again, it's just mainly been from our moderators. Come on, people, wake up. Monty says, well, go on, Alex, and the Canon 42 family. And he also says, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new here. Then our other moderator actually says, hey up, Gooners. Hey up, Gooners. Hey up, Gooners. I predict a 2-1 win for Arsenal in the next match. I'm going for a 2-2 draw. Go for a 2-2. I just kind of get the feeling that maybe Zaha may score one of the goals, and maybe he might get a brace. But they're less reliant on Crystal Palace. They're less reliant on Zaha's threat, always bombing down on the left-hand side, on our right-hand side. And I think with Tommy Ashley, if he does play on Monday, I think he will nullify that threat there with his physicality there. But yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw come Monday night. I'm not doing any post-game reaction. Might be on a Tuesday, but not straight after the game. Mr. Bungo, good morning. I thought we sold Guendouzi. No. He's just loaned out for season-long loan. Yeah, we haven't sold him. We haven't sold him. You're probably thinking that why didn't we sell him? We should have sold him. Nah, we haven't sold him. He's still ours. And actually, that is the part towards the end of Arteta's comments. He said it's unfair for from the media pack the question. So, so can we actually say this the end? He's played his last game for Arsenal, and Arteta said no, it's unfair to say that because he's still our player. Well, he's still Arsenal's player. He's not my player. All right, guys. So yeah, just the theme in regards to when you're trying to source that information. I know when we're in the transfer season, people are just scraping to find out who's the newest player that we've brought or which players have been sold. And with the YouTube analytics, they just go in overdrive. But once we're out of that season, I can see that actually, we've just tailed off, which is understandable. But it's something for us to keep an eye on and make sure we do the right thing and not cutting corners. But yeah, just annoyed with the Sun newspaper saying, Arteta hits back at Thierry Henry's comment. It didn't hit back. He just said, actually, I've not read any comments from Thierry Henry. I'm just hearing those comments from you now. And at the end of the day, Thierry Henry is just another opinion and we have to respect it. And that's what I said of the last 2 days. It's only an opinion. It's got nothing to do with, it's nothing to do with Thierry Henry because even, he failed as a manager. Oh, remember that he's got his consortium with Daniel Ek. It's nothing to do with that because as far as I have seen, as far as I have heard, Thierry Henry has never said Arteta is not the right manager for the job. Now, 50% of you might say, actually, he if he's thinking that, he's right. And the other 50% actually might say, well, no, he is the right person. But as far as I know, Thierry Henry has never come out and said that Arteta is not the right person for the job. All he has said is that he's seen all the previous games, beating Norwich, Burnley, Tottenham. We always beat Tottenham at home. And he was hoping to see how we were going to perform away from home, playing against Brighton, a well-drilled Brighton side. And he was left disappointed. That's all he said. That's all he said. He didn't say anything, incredulous about Mikel Arteta. He never said that Arteta is not. He said that he's just not sure where the direction of Arsenal. He never said anything about Mikel Arteta. So yeah, it's his opinion at the end of the day. It's his opinion. But again, you've got to be very careful. When you're trying to get information about Arsenal, don't believe everything you read and hear and someone tells you. Compare other news sources. Go around to your local paper shop, get your newspapers, and see. If it doesn't sound right, then usually, you know what? It's not true. It's not true. Yeah? Monty says, that's why I don't read newspapers, Alex. They just want stories to sell newspapers. Half of it has no truth in it at all. Yeah, there was something else. There was another. I could talk about the Oxlade link, the Raheem Sterling link, but there was something else that I read over the last few days. I was thinking that is just so funny. That there's no way there's any truth in that. But I can't remember what it was. What was it? I can't remember. That's what I said. You've got to be very, very careful what you read. And Jack Wilshere is to play striker this weekend. Wait, for who? It can't be for Arsenal because we're not playing over the weekend, actually. We're playing on Monday. What's wrong with you, mate? Yeah, you've got to be very, very careful, man. Don't believe everything that you read. Yeah, again, compare the stories, whether it's like, the traditional newspaper, or social media, different platforms. Let the grey matter swirl around. I can't say use your common sense because sense is not common. But if it doesn't sound right, the alarm bells are going off, then listen to the alarm bells. I just looked at that thinking, what? The Sun is saying that Mikel Arteta hits back at Thierry Henry. I'm thinking, hits back? Nah, let me read on. Oh, what did he say? I was thinking, well, thank goodness I actually listened and saw his press conference. He didn't hit back. They just said to the questioner, oh, I've not heard those comments. I'm only hearing those comments from your mouth. And if that's the case, it's just another opinion. That's all it is, and we have to respect it. So I don't want to see people saying, oh, you know what, Tyrion has an agenda. It's not an agenda. It's only an opinion. Only an opinion. Nothing more, nothing less. There has been questions, not about the manager's position, about the owner coming from Thierry Henry. Someone's calling me now. I can't answer the phone now. And that's only the question that I've seen and heard about Thierry Henry, Dennis Bergkamp, and Patrick Vieira talking about, not about Mikel Arteta's position there. So for me, it's very, very strange. Very, very strange. Hey, Arsenal fans, no disrespect. I'm a Chelsea fan. I feel for Arsenal. I hope Newcastle not taking Arsenal's spots. Lei Fofana, if you talk about the top 4 position, we know what top 4 gives you in return once you've secured those top 4 places there. If you're on a top 4, 5 and 6, you know what your reward is. Okay, Champions League, Europa action. Now, if you're going to say that this club, should be in top 4, you're looking at it from a wrong perspective, because no club can claim those top 4 spots. Whatever position you end up, that's the position that you deserve. So we want to be in top 4. We need to be in top 4, but we don't deserve to be in top 4. Newcastle, we know about the situation there with the takeover from PIF. Good luck to them. I said on the Monday show, the Canon Project with the Godfather, Tim and James, that once the dusts settle, surely there'll be questions asked of the Premier League. I don't want to sound so crude about it, but I'm thinking, do you know all it is? It's just about the money. That is all it is. They really couldn't care less. Is it sour grapes from the other clubs? Is it sour grapes from all the other Premier League clubs? Oh, you know what? We can't have this happen. The Premier League has been human rights violations. Has it been sour grapes? I don't want to get too political, because I don't really know too much about the situation with the human rights violations. But from a footballing point of view, you're thinking PIF, the conglomerate or the consortium, they're worth £320 billion. Not 320 million, £320 billion. And that dwarfs Man City's owners, what, £22.6 billion? Do the maths, man. Do the maths. Don't believe everything you read. Yeah. Oh, all right. That's a good one, actually. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a very, very good. Yeah, Jack Wilshere to play striker. Yeah. Don't believe that, man. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. Especially from me. So, guys, come into live chat. I can see that just 30 odd of you. That's just, yeah, and rising. Let me know your thoughts about A, the Newcastle overtake. Yeah, forgot about that. I didn't forget about that. And your prediction for the game on Monday. Monday Night Football is back, man. Playing against the Eagles at Crystal Palace. And what else? What else? What else? I mean, I'm going to review the news. I think I probably need to review the news now because, again, it's going to be a short one. I've got to be on a Zoom call in about 25 minutes, but I've got to prepare myself. So I do apologize for that. But let's review the news of today from Canon 4 TV's perspective. First up, and thank goodness, I do use the grey matter in my head, in my cranium. And I do compare other news segments. And I say, oh, you know what, doesn't sound right. But however, that's not going to stop the Sun newspaper to try and get, you know, some sensationalism back. Rubbish. So this is from the Sun newspaper. Mikel Arteta has hit back at Arsenal legend Thierry Henry ahead of the Gunners' clash with Crystal Palace. I was thinking, wow, he hit back. Ah, okay. But he reserved praise for fellow Arsenal icon Patrick Vieira, he would take on his former side this weekend, not the weekend, Monday. The former Gunner striker Thierry questioned his old team following their 0-0 draw with Brighton, suggesting Arteta may not be the correct man for the job and saying that the club are not going in the right direction. I'm thinking rubbish. That's absolutely rubbish. Henry never said that Arteta might not be the right person, the correct person to take the club forward. He never said that. That's an absolute lie. Now, when he was asked, this is Arteta, when he was asked in the press conference about what, you know, his thoughts on Thierry's views, he said, "No, I haven't heard those comments. I've just heard those from you. It's just another opinion, so you have to respect that." I'm thinking, where is the pushback? Where is Arteta hitting back at Thierry? There is no hit back. So again, that's just a newspaper sensationalizing something out of nothing. Rubbish, absolute rubbish. People, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Yeah, you must do your own homework. Yeah, use your own common sense, if you can say that. But the problem is, as Mum always says, the sense is not always common. Yeah, but compare the stories. If it doesn't sound right, then usually it's not right. It's a lie. It's a lie. Secondly, again, this has got like a Mikel Arteta feel to it because these are generated from his press conference. Matteo Guendouzi. Arteta response to Guendouzi returned to Arsenal after Marseille's spell. Also, manager Mikel Arteta was non-committal about the future of midfielder Matteo Guendouzi. The French youngster fell out with the manager last season and is presently on loan at Marseille in Ligue 1. The all-action midfielder is enjoying a good season in France, leading to speculation that he may earn a first-team reprieve at Arsenal next season. Arteta told reporters, for right now, he's gone for the season. I think he's having a really good spell at Marseille, and as part of the plan we made with him, he's continuing with his development, and we'll make a decision at the end of the year. Asked if the Frenchman had played his last game for the club, he added, I think you cannot say that about a player that is owned by the club. So we haven't sold him. We haven't sold him. He's still our player. Still our player. And these questions for myself, I'm thinking, are we seeing a softer approach from Mikel Arteta now? Is it a softer approach? You know, is he maturing now as a manager? Or is it the fact that the international break came at the right time, a little bit of pressure, released the pressure and the pressurized cooker at Arsenal, and he's had that time now, just kind of reflect. The pressure is going to be back on him now. So you might see a moody Mikel Arteta now going in this side, the other side of the international break. But I'm thinking it seems like a softer approach. He seems to be protecting himself, a measured response, and actually saying you can't say that about Guendouzi. He's still our player. He's an Arsenal player. And last but not least, just in regards to the African Cup of Nations, man, we're going to be without Thomas Partey and Mohamed El Neni come the time of the African Cup of Nations. Goodness. I just spoke about Xhaka. Xhaka is going to be out for 3 months. Xhaka ain't coming back anytime soon, man. It's not going to happen. But yeah, we need to see what we can muster up once these two players are off playing for their respective countries for the African Cup of Nations. So that has been the news of today from Canon 4 TV's perspective. Again, just giving my penny's worth. You've got to be very careful what you read and what you hear, man. You don't want to get distorted news. Do your homework. And I even say it here, just because we read about it doesn't mean that it's true. And the proof is in the pudding. Go back on the platform and you'll see all the short videos I did on almost all the players that Arsenal were linked with. Not more than 2 minutes. I will say, nah, it's not going to happen. No, I don't believe this news. What do you guys think? Now, for me, it's not going to happen. Because it's just paper talk. Silly season. Speculation season. Speculative. All right, let's read his last few comments before we wrap up this one. Alex Pine, good morning, says Arteta shipping players on loan. Arteta needs to go on loan too. Alex, you can't put your manager out on loan, man. You can't do that. You can't do that. What is this world coming to, Monty, man? People want our manager. Well, actually, yeah. I better be quiet because I know a lot of people watching now probably feel the same way. But you can't put your manager out on loan. You can't do that. It's not a done thing. God, yeah. Let me have another quick look, finally, before I wrap up, on the poll that we did in regards to Nicolas Pepe. You know, do you think he should play on Monday night, or do you think nah, we're better off not playing him? So the poll, 863 votes, still only 1 comment and 29 likes. They stay the same, actually. The percentages have stayed the same. 75% of you believe that we should play him, and 25%, of course, the maths, 100% believe that we should not play Nico Pepe come game night. Yeah, on Monday night. Monday Night Football is back, man. God, my goodness. Come on, you Gunners, says Monty. I've got to cut a dash. I've got to end. I need to be on another. I've got to be on a Zoom call in about 15 minutes now. So I have to call this one quits. Thank you, Alex, for a great segment, and thank you, Gunners, for your time. Let me see last comments. There's one more. I have to wait for it to come through. He needs to develop send Arteta. All right, Alex, here's a question for you. Right, so you're putting Matt on loan. Who's going to manage Arsenal in the meantime? Quickly, come on, Alex. Yeah, question only to Alex. You put your manager out on loan. Who's going to replace Mikel Arteta whilst he is out on loan, Alex? Thank you, Alex. Yeah, I'll wait for your response, Alex. Monty says Pep bought for £70 million plus, and currently would struggle to get more than 20. Yeah. Alan says we need Alexander Isak. I featured him at least 3-4 times through the transfer window. You know, he's signed a contract, hasn't he? So he's not going anytime soon. I do like him. The fact that he's quite tall and he's still very skillful. I was thinking, wow, okay, yeah, possibly, but it costs us a lot of money. Let the captain take charge. No, man. No, I'm sorry. Let the captain take charge. He can just about take charge of the team. Can't let the captain take charge of nah, man. No, Alex. No, I don't want that. No, sorry. You know what? Man, you're making me run for the hills now, man. All right, guys, we're done. We're done. That's it for this one. I might come back a little bit later on this evening. Just it's not the easy talk, but I might come back later on this evening. Maybe. Let's see. But you won't know, of course, if you've not subscribed. So you're going to make sure you subscribe. If you don't subscribe, you're going to miss all the action, live and direct from somewhere in North London. I'm not telling which part of North London. I don't know stalkers after me, man. No stalkers. All right, guys. So we're finished. Like I said, I might be back later on this evening. Need to look out for that one. If not, that's it. That's it. Will you see me on Saturday? You have to wait and see. You have to wait and see. All right, so we are finished, guys. Thank you for joining us. I saw the numbers just bubbling, just under 30 for a Friday morning show. You know, everyone's at work. Everyone's at work. Well, that's my excuse I'm using anyway. I don't work on Fridays. All righty, people. I am out. Please, guys, you know, enjoy the remnants or the remains of your Friday, whether it's the Friday afternoon, the Friday evening, or actually maybe Saturday morning. Who knows? Remember, you're watching Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.